Welcome into the channel, Tennessee podcast. It is February the 22nd, 2026. The basketball team gets a big win on the road versus Vandy. We have 4 games remaining at Missouri, versus Bama, at South Carolina, and versus Vanderbilt again to close out the season. Joey Aguilar gets denied another year of eligibility. USA wins gold in hockey. In Tennessee, drops their series against Kent State. Was not a pretty one, but we will see how they bounce back from that if they do. But anyways, welcome to the channel, Tennessee podcast. Let's get to talking, my friend. Let's get to talking. But before we do, this podcast is brought to you by Southern Turf. Get ready for spring and potentially zero-yard maintenance. Southern Turf Company is the largest privately held residential artificial turf installer in the U.S., having completed over 14,000 installations in the last 6 years with over 4,000 5-star reviews. Call or text Scott for a free estimate at 704-960-2651. That is Scott with Southern Turf. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the channel, Tennessee podcast. Let's get to talking. Austin, StreamYard is messing up with the sharing on the profiles, but Austin, I have shared it on channel, so you can share that on your profile and get this a rocking. But anyways, welcome in. The basketball team goes down to Vandy and gets a pretty big win. It gets a pretty big win. And it was, and Vandy fans, they were pretty mad. If you watched the ending of that game, they were saying F you to their former player, Carey, the entire game. It was great. What are your first initial thoughts on that road victory in Memorial over Vandy? They were pissed.
Dude, that is the second biggest win of the year by far, and really, it feels like your biggest because the Houston win came so long ago. It's neutral court, and this is a way different scenario here. This is a rivalry, some would say. It's rivalry, but it's massive, man. And I think they said in the SEC network that this game had more lead changes than almost any game in the SEC this season. It was massive, man. And you didn't play your best in a lot of ways. You took the lead, you gave it up, you let them go up by a good bit, you came back, you gave the lead back. It was back and forth, back and forth. You had moments I didn't really like, but that last 3 minutes with Bishop Boswell hitting the pop-up jumper, Bishop Boswell doing so much on defense, Nate Ament, getting pressed a little bit. Little bitch Mark Byington want to say he walked, but I more or less thought he got shoved a bunch. So
yeah,
but he still was able to post up and make a huge mid-ranger to give us the lead with I think 50 something seconds to go, and we were able to close that game out. And man, that's big. This team's playing really good ball right now. I feel great.
Yeah, dude, they're you know what? They at the beginning of the season, I'm not going to say that they're going to make the Final Four, but at the beginning of the season, I looked at you, I told you that they look like a Final Four team. They're just big, they're huge, they're a different looking squad than what Rick Barnes has ever had. He went size because after the Houston game the previous season, we got bullied. And so he went to Vandy, pulled Carey right off of Vandy's roster, put him inside on our roster. And that's a pretty good dagging pickup, if you ask me. And Brown is another one, a freshman. He's going to be so good. They're going to be so good. Those two guys. And they went down to Vandy, and there were times in that game. And here's one thing I did notice, especially in the last 10 games, besides maybe one. They've become more clutch, and they've grown up at the very end of a game, where previously in the season they get down like that, they're probably not coming back. They're just going to kind of not really fold, but they just didn't have the horsepower, the firepower to come back. but now it seems like they're kind of gelling together a little bit. They're kind of becoming more. They're more familiar with each other. They know where they're at in the court, and the offense looks more fluent. The defense looks better. Everything on this team right now, as we speak, looks better than it did just a month ago.
You know, I've really noticed something in the last few games. We've been not turning it over as much. We've really cut that out last few games, and we've been forcing more. I feel like we've been plucking at the ball way more. Like you've seen a lot of our guys coming up, like they'll be playing man to man, but you'll see one guy drift off to just pluck it out of their hands. It's
Mhm.
been it's been really good. I feel like Felix is just Felix and I think Gillespie, they were doing stuff just to turn the ball over lately, and Boswell, and they were doing just some things that made winning difficult at times, and they've cut out a lot of the bad. I feel like that's what I've noticed the last few games, 3 or 4 games. A lot of the bad's been cut out of this team, and
Mhm.
you didn't need like no one on offense was particularly great yesterday. There really wasn't. There was a few good moments. I mean, don't forget Gillespie hitting those huge threes when we absolutely needed them. Like every time we scored a bucket, it was always like that had to happen right there.
Mhm.
It was one of those games, man. And just to go out there, go down there, their student sections try and get in Carrie's head. And but we got a lot of
Mhm.
fans in there too. And that we no one wants to lose that game. That's a game
No.
where whoever loses that game is gonna hate themselves and just want to punch a wall.
Mhm.
Um, so just to go down there and win that, absolutely massive. And now you got to look ahead, and according to Kempom, we are favored in every game left on the schedule. So it's good. And I mean, let's just say hypothetically you win out if things play that way. Like hell, you've won eight out of nine. What's so crazy about saying that? So
Well, I mean, it's not crazy because look at our schedule. You have at Missouri. That's probably
mm,
going to be a win. I mean, crazy. It's basketball, so you're not guaranteed that.
I actually
You
think that's the
have
toughest game you got left.
yeah, okay, okay. I was gonna say Bama, even though it's at home. That's probably the toughest team we got left. Bama or Vandy, but we got at Missouri. We got home at versus Bama. We got at South Carolina and here at Vandy. So we got two away and two home games to finish out the season. If you're going, let's just go with it right now. You got at Missouri. Does Tennessee win that game? Because you said they're going to win. Do you think they might win out?
I think they win that game. That game does scare me though, because I've seen Dennis Gates teams just kind of have a hell of a night against us. And that's a capable team. It's not a great team, but it's capable.
Hmm.
It's a tournament team. So that and just the spot right there, we're coming off our high, and it's a 9 p.m. on the road. So that's why I rank that game number one in terms of difficulty.
Hmm.
But I do think we win it.
Okay. Bama.
Yeah, I they're playing okay right now,
Hmm.
finally getting wins, but Barnes, it seems like just has a way to beat Nate
He's
Oates. Like
he's got his number.
his style versus
Feels
Oates'
like it.
style is just a bad matchup. And I mean, hell, we kind of beat them without worrying too much on the road. So I'm just
Hmm.
gonna bank on beating them in Knoxville.
Yeah, I think we'll take care of Bama. Um, because like you said, I think Rick Barnes has NATO's number. The way the style that NATO's plays, Rick Barnes just has an answer for. He just basically feels like he just sticks his whole damn team at the 3 point line and takes their offense away. That's basically what he does. I mean, and he plays a lot of. Does Barnes play a lot of man to man against Bama? He plays a
Yeah,
lot of man. He's a man
plays
to
man to
man
man against
all the
everybody.
yeah. But
Honestly,
when you have a team like Bama that plays that style of offense, man to man is going to kill them if you're just as athletic as they are. So I got 2-0 as right now uh, with the 4 games left at South Carolina. Win South Carolina.
um,
God,
yeah, that's
those games scare me though. Like those, like I mean, this little stretch right here. It doesn't. We lose a game. It doesn't matter. Like we're gonna be like a 5, 6 seed in the tournament. It doesn't matter. Like we're gonna stay where we're at.
I don't know.
And
If you win out, you could bump up yourself up to a three. Because
I doubt it.
inevitably other teams will lose, and I mean
I don't
that
know.
well, win over Bama would be pretty good to your resume.
Mhm.
Um, What else?
Um,
Whenever Vandy would help as well. Maybe you get someone big in Nashville.
yeah. Monty comments and says, "Got to stop the lazy passes." I agree with that. My gosh, so the lazy bounce passes. Dude, Monty, I have stated that all season. The bounce passes are lazy and they get on my damn nerves. And that's going to be one thing that's one thing that kills us every game. That's causes. It seems like every time we do a lazy bounce pass, it is a turnover almost every freaking time. And you got to hit the bunnies at the rim. There's no excuse for that. If you're not hitting the bunnies at the rim, then just don't try to dunk the damn ball because just try. But anyways, so South Carolina, you got to win there, Austin.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think South Carolina's dead. So, well,
yeah, they're
they won this last game. They won their last game, but I'm gonna say we do a little more than Mississippi State.
yeah. And then finally, Vandy comes here. That's gonna be a fun game. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a fun one. Um,
Can we do like a senior day for Native Men?
yeah.
It should be just
A senior day as a freshman. It's like
what a career.
he like pulls a Michael Scott and
Maybe
makes
next week, maybe next year you'll grow facial hair.
he pulls like a Michael Scott and makes the whole senior day trying to make it about him. Like it's just hey, look over here. He's just like you look up and he's like running out of the tunnel and Rick Barnes is like, what?
Well, I mean, come on. If
um,
Folky can get 2 senior days, Native Men can get one.
that would be pretty
Yeah.
looks like a 12-year-old kid running out of the tunnel. But okay, so we agree. I think we're gonna finish 4-0. One, because I think we take care of Mizzou. Two, Rick Barnes has Nate Oates' number. Three, South Carolina is a bad team. And four, Vandy is coming here, and I think it's gonna be a raucous and rowdy crowd.
That will be a good game, I will say. They will they I mean it wouldn't blow my mind if they beat us, but I would say we're gonna
Oh,
win because Vandy's kind of came down to earth. I mean Oklahoma beat them, Missouri beat them, Ole Miss almost had them. I don't know. That's a weird thing. This is kind of off the base, but they did beat the hell out of Kentucky, and you're just like Kentucky's so weird. Kentucky is
yeah.
such a weird team. We'll get to that later though.
Yeah, we'll get to that actually here in a little bit. Um, so we both agree that we think they'll finish 4-0. They might not. It's whatever, but it's end of the season. I don't think it's going to change their line much unless you win the SEC tournament or something like that, which I don't know. That really doesn't done much because
I,
we've seen in the past that the SEC tournament is like really irrelevant for teams that are in the tournament. Like it doesn't move the needle.
yeah,
It doesn't move it much.
yeah, maybe the
Hardly at
first
all.
day, but it or maybe like the Friday, but they kind of make up their minds. I think like Saturday night what they're gonna
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
and they don't really make much movement. But I'm just thinking maybe maybe like add 3 quad 1 wins. Maybe that can bump you up to at least a 4. I think if you win at your 4 seed, and if you win the SEC tournament, maybe you're a 3. But
Yeah.
best case scenario, low 3, which is it's whatever. I just who okay. Let's throw this out here. Let's throw this out. Which 1 seed would you want to be in the bracket of if you had to pick? So I guess the hypothetical ones would be Michigan, UConn, Duke,
Duke.
and
Houston. Right.
Arizona, I guess right now. Arizona
Arizona.
good.
Arizona.
Arizona beat Houston, so
Well, I mean, I don't know because I don't.
it changes. So
You can't even like legitimately ask that question because no, you don't know who's in that bracket or that side of the bracket. Like, yeah, I don't know because
well, I'm like I'm
you
just
wouldn't
trying to
play
say
them.
like okay, let's say we got to play a 1 seed for a shot at a Final Four. Which one would you want to play? Because you got to play one probably
Yeah.
unless you get lucky. Which
Um, Arizona.
yeah, I think so as well.
Arizona.
We that'd be an ugly basketball game because we both
What?
play that physical
Mhm,
style.
mhm.
But I think
Yeah,
we'd
you have
get them.
Toby a walk on the other side. That's hypothetical. Hypothetical, but
Yeah,
yeah, I,
because
I would go. I would go Virginia, but like just looking around the country and this past weekend of college basketball, and we'll get to. I know a lot of you probably wanting us to talk about the baseball team. We'll get to that. It's just the second week of the season, so we'll get to that. But you had a
fire
crazy
everybody.
week. Yeah, God, it's gonna be okay. I promise. you had a crazy weekend of college basketball. You had Michigan losing to Duke 68-33. You had UCLA taking care of Illinois 95-94. A lot of crazy games, man. Arizona dropping to Houston. No, Arizona winning Houston 73-66 was pretty impressive win.
Yeah.
Cincinnati taking care of Kansas 84-68, which was that was a just they beat the tar out of them. And then you had BYU upsetting Iowa State 79-69 by 10 point margin there. A lot of crazy games, a lot of crazy moments this weekend. Who is in your mind? Who is the best team in the country right now?
Man, that's tough. That's
I'm gonna
tough. I'll
I'm
go
gonna
Duke. I'll go
I'm gonna
Duke.
stay with Michigan, dude. I know they lost to Duke, but Michigan, they dropped a game. That team is just so dumb.
Yeah,
Like
you're right. I'm staying with
God,
Michigan. That
I,
Michigan's
I'm
better.
I'm gonna
They
stay at Michigan, even though the
it
Duke beat
it's
them. But
it's just a one game little sample
uh-huh,
size that you don't know much about. Like I think
no,
Michigan game in
Michigan's
game out. I'll take them. I will say
so
though,
good.
not to get DR over here, but Florida looks pretty freaking good.
Oh, he's
I
cropping
mean,
that one out.
uh,
The cropping is a coming, my friend.
but I don't know. I would put them up there with the best of the country because, jeez, like I don't want to play them again.
Yeah. Let's talk about someone who is not the best in the country. Let's talk about Kentucky. I went on their basketball accounts, and every time someone loses a game like that, which is what every fan base pretty much does, they go straight to the other fan base's accounts and they just start trolling the mess out of them. Just like half the people in the country do if Tennessee loses one baseball game. They're going to come to our account and be like, oh, and they're going to troll the absolute hell out of you. But their fans, Kentucky fans, are legit on another level of like suicidal. Like right now, they are so mad. I mean, they are
I'll give
pissed.
them this. They do not half-ass being panicked. Like they don't half-ass it.
No,
They go full bore, man. They put pelt they go pelt in the middle,
yeah,
fire
like
everybody. There needs to be
that.
like some child sacrifices tonight. Like
That is
it's
that
like
is one that is one that is one Twitter fan base that I think outdoes any Tennessee fan base is Kentucky basketball. They are insane.
it
Insane.
it's almost like I mean, okay, I never like this example or I never like when people say this because I'm like, come on, it's a great job. But it's almost be like miserable to be their head coach because the second you lose a game, it's like, oh my God, someone should die. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It becoming the norm that Kentucky loses 10 plus games,
Uh-huh.
that shouldn't be the case, okay? I would be frustrated saying, why aren't we doing what Duke's doing? Like we have the same caliber of job as Duke, and yet year in, year out, Duke is just not even Duke is on this level, we're down
Mhm.
here. You know, that's how I'd feel if I'm Kentucky. Like we can't stack it together since the mid 2010s. Nothing's going right. It's been like since 2018 since they were, the cream of the crop
You
essentially.
know, it is wild that you mentioned Duke. It is crazy how they stay like that. No, like they
Well,
haven't
go
missed.
look at recruiting rankings year in
I
year out. It's
know,
like,
but I'm just saying, like, no, I mean, you could have the best team in basketball recruiting rankings and still suck. I mean, look at
yeah,
Kentucky $20 million roster. Like they
yeah.
put together a roster that you're like, oh damn, this might be scary. No, their coach sucks, and now they're not very good. And it's wild, man. Like your coach Mark Pope is not good. Like he's going to get ran out of there at the end of this season. Kentucky fans are going to run his ass out.
And
He's going to
why
go back.
can't we beat him?
I don't know, but I
Well,
don't really like that. Doesn't really bother me. Like it
it
bothers me like
doesn't.
when we lose to them in the regular season. But I know like when it comes tournament time, like you don't have to worry about what if Mark Pope's there. You don't have to worry about him.
It's weird. It's
They're going to
like
suck. They're going to suck.
we were up by like 15 plus both games. How the hell
Mm-hmm.
did we lose those games? We
I
were
don't
just
know.
like Bishop Boswell said after the second loss, like it bothers us because we know we're better than them. And then every Kentucky fan is just ragging on him, but I'm like, he's right.
Yeah,
Like he's not wrong. I mean, I don't know. We did lose to you, yes, but we're better. We're a better basketball team. Both
it's
can be true. It's weird, but it's
basketball.
true.
it just goes to basketball, like the matchups. It's a game of matchups. Like we match up bad against that team. You match
I
up bad against
guess
teams. You
we
do.
look
You do. It's
good. We look
clear.
good
It's
at
clear
times,
that
though. I
but it's
feel really
clear.
good about us when we're playing them sometimes,
Yeah, but it's
and
clear
just
that's a
then we
bad
go through
matchup.
this stretch. Well, last game I was so frustrated because all it would have took to win at their house would have been one stretch of a few threes. Like if we just had that, like because we like it just seemed like it was going to happen. Like at any point, like Nate Ament was going to nail a few threes, or Gillespie, or just get a good like little stretch of points like we did to finish the Vandy game. Like it seems like that was going to happen because we scored on them all the whole first half. We clearly had that in our tank, and it just never happened for some reason. We could
Yeah.
never get it going. I just felt like sometimes you just have a game like, and then last year when push came to shove, we beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. You want to hear a crazy stat about Kentucky?
What?
Yeah, Kentucky is 26-21 versus Power Five opponents in the last 15 months. 14 of those losses were by double digits. That's
That's
crazy.
freaking insane.
That's not good.
That wasn't even last night.
It's like it's just and then you have the loss to Stephen Pearl by 1 point this
Did you
weekend.
watch? I was texting you during the end of that
Yeah.
game. Did you
Yeah.
watch it? That was a dumb basketball game.
Yeah.
It
The
was
final play
literally
just
like,
goes off their foot and it rolls out of bounds.
and I swear to God, like Auburn had a good 3 point lead with 2 minutes to go, and then they went down the court and would just throw it out of bounds. They did it like 3 times in a row.
Nuts.
It was crazy. They just passed
Freaking nuts.
right out, and you watch Steven. Steven's about to die over there. Like this guy is. He said the Mississippi State loss was the lowest moment of his basketball life or something.
Yeah.
And then you got Mark Pope saying after this, like he said like a month ago they just wanted to get into bed and die or something after a game. And so I think that game should have been sponsored by Suicide Watch. I don't know.
Suicide
That's
hotline.
that's dark, but there's literally quotes from them, at
You
least
just have
Mark
this.
Pope at least.
You just have the suicide number going across the little ticker down the bottom. It's just like
Lord.
going across the bottom of the screen for both teams.
I mean, Kentucky,
Um,
I will say I would hate being a Kentucky head coach. I know the money and the advantages and whatnot, but Lord, you must be just like I'm on Drama Island, and then everyone in my town wants to kill me. Like I'm with the most emotional team in the world, where like apparently they're like stuff's going on with girlfriends and stuff, and these guys don't play worth a damn, and yet they're the highest paid in the country. And then I got everyone in the freaking state wanting to kill me.
mhm.
Like it'd be terrible. I don't envy Mark Pope. That's a and
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who likes that kind of feeling,
Yeah.
or can handle it. Like Rick
Yeah.
Pitino, he don't give a shit. Like that just he gives a shit. Well, that's what fans think. But Mark Pope seems like the type to like have to have people like him.
Mhm.
Um, what else
Uh,
happened?
real quick. Uh, I want to ask this. What before we move on? What does he have to do to make a deep run? Like, what do they have to do? Like, what has to happen? I've got my answer. Like, I've already popped in my head. Like, what in your opinion, what do they have to do to make a deep run?
It's really just simple. It's it's win the turnover battle, and and just get clutch points. That's pretty much it. Because you need the possessions where you need points. Pretty much, you
I'm
know what
gonna
those
go.
are.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this. I came up with this stupid thing. I call it the triple B. So corny. But I'm gonna go the triple Bs.
Better business
Boswell,
bureau.
Berg, and Brown. Those three dudes have to play at a legit level. We know Boswell's legit. We know he's great. Berg has shown some sparks on this team lately. Of he's come in and giving you some really good minutes. We need to have that continue. And Brown, that dude has become really starting to become really big part of this team. I know that uh, what's his face is hurt right now, and it's giving him more minutes. But Brown, when he comes in the game in March, when Estrella comes back, he's not going to get as much playing time. But when he does get that playing time, and Berg gets that playing time, and Boswell is as a starter, he's going to get a lot of playing time. But those three right there, the little triple B right there, I feel like they have got to be the glue part to this team, kind of like Josiah Jordan James was in the tournament a couple years ago. It's just like you get in the tournament and he's so important. You don't realize how important he is until he's not there. And those three dudes right there, I think can take Tennessee as far as they want to go. Because if those three dudes are playing well, Tennessee's playing well. They're not playing bad. That's
Um,
that's mine.
I agree with that take. Berg, it's really great actually. Like I think you can attest to like how well Gillespie played down the stretch in
Mm-hmm.
that game due to the fact that he got rest because Berg has actually been playable and being able to get him time on the bench. So if Berg can just come in and
Mm-hmm.
give you just enough to not screw up too much, like that's the best thing Berg can do is just do good enough, man.
That's what I
Just
mean. Like, give
I
you
don't
good
need you to
minutes.
be I don't need you to be a star, but
Uh-uh.
I just need you to maybe get a basket. He had a clutch basket, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't look like he had a stretch there where he simply didn't belong out there. He
Mm-hmm.
simply was a mess of a basketball player, and it
Right.
was it was bad. Like he looked unathletic. But the last few games they've been giving him minutes, and it's actually looked like he got it. Like he's locked in. He's not making the dumb mistakes. Um,
Well, it's like he said. It's like he said. Like when he came here, he thought, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it my way." That
mhm.
interview he had, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it my way. This way has always worked for me." And then he quickly realized he couldn't do it his way, or he's gonna get his ass set on the bench, and that's what happened. And then he started to be more of a team player and learn how they do things. And once that happened, he got out there. And since that quote by him from that really good game he had a couple games back, like he's been playing well. Like he's been a spark plug kind of weirdly like a little
Yeah,
spark there.
I'm not gonna act like he's like a world beater, but he
No,
can make threes. He
oh yeah,
can and he can play defense. He can, I don't know, man. He looks really different now. Like he looks
mhm.
quicker. He looks quicker. Like
He does look quicker. He looks quicker.
it's weird. He looks
Yeah,
so slow out there, like to
maybe because
start
he
the
didn't know what
year.
he's doing.
Maybe and just think maybe just trying to keep up with like mentally.
It,
Maybe
it's like
now he kind of like
he
has a one
knows.
track mind.
It's like he knows what spot he's going to. Like he
Hmm.
knows in what spot he's supposed to go to. Where before it seems like he was just kind of just following the guy around. So I feel like now that he's learning more of what how the defense is played and all that stuff, that he gets to the right spot to make him look quicker to cut the guy off. Basically, he's like getting to his spot quicker, which makes him seem quicker, but he's just getting to the right spot on the floor. So I think
Yeah.
that's a big one. All
Yeah.
right,
This is yeah. Go ahead.
that's fine. I was just going to transition. If you have anything to say about basketball, go ahead right now.
No, I
You're
was
good.
just gonna.
All right. Your final initial thoughts on Joey Aguilar getting denied his last year of eligibility. Final year of eligibility. What do you think of that and the McIntyre and Faison Brandon?
I mean, it doesn't matter what I think about that. It's what happened, Joey. I wish he could have had another year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a hard time putting together an argument why he deserves it. I just kind of was hoping we'd win that case. That's really it. That was my whole thing there. It's not like, hey man, this is not fair. It's not fair. He deserves a six, 7 year. This is BS. I just hope they'd be able to find some stuff in the law to justify it. I only people I ever got mad at was people that like yelled at him, "Hey, get a job." It's like, man,
That's so
if
dumb.
you have a shot to make a couple $1 million for 4 months of playing football, if you have a shot at that, I'd say pursue it, pursue it, pursue it. Like that, there's no question, there's no shadow of a doubt. Like that's the probably most money you can make in a year in
Like
your entire life, more than likely.
the people saying get a job. Like you wouldn't fight and go to court if you could possibly make like $2 million in a
Yeah,
freak
yeah.
in 12 games, 11 games. Like you would
As you
stop.
sit there, as you sit there working a chump job like me,
Yeah.
but like, come on, look at me,
Yeah.
look at me. If we
Yeah.
had an opportunity to make a couple $1 million, be the most famous guy in the state of Tennessee,
Yeah.
you might try to make that happen, okay?
And it
But
just
it's what it is. It's George McIntyre or Faison time
yeah.
in Tennessee.
It on my opinion on this, my end of the spectrum, we've both met Joe Aguilar, we've hung out with Joe Aguilar. dude. The thing is, why I want him to have another year, and he's going to stick around here. He said he wants to stay here in Knoxville. So it's like the thing about it is he's a really fun person to be around, really chill person to hang out with. He like loves everyone. I don't know, he's just a really he's a I would like to see one more year of him because I we could just say we know him personally. We've met him, we've hung out with him, and he's a really good dude, man. He's a great
Yeah,
dude, and
he's
he's fun to be around. He's a positive guy for the locker room. He's never pissed off or does dumb things. He's a smart dude, and he's just fun to be around. But that's the thing I'm gonna miss is like seeing him on the field. Like when something good happens, it's just he's just a spark of energy. It's like I don't know, like you can't teach that. So
no, it does suck because just because you wanted one more year of him.
hmm
That's really it. I can't really form an argument for
yeah,
why he deserves it, but I just
hmm
wanted it. And that's really all there is to say about it. It sucks.
hmm
I'm happy we got one year of him than rather than none.
yeah,
He definitely saved our ass from probably losing to other teams. And honestly, if we had a better defense and we could just cut down turnovers, man, we could have won a lot with him. He was a
yeah,
great. He's not like a world beater quarterback, but he put the ball in the right place, and
yeah,
he had a good brain for the game, and
hmm
that was and honestly, Heupel's offense, that's just kind of what you need. It's not like you need a superhuman QB to win.
hmm
That's actually been a disagreement I've had with Heupel sometimes strategy with finding quarterbacks. Like in my opinion, like Hendon Hooker was not the most talented guy in the world. Joey Aguilar was the most talented guy in the world.
hmm
Um, but almost like between the ears is what matters more than, you know, what they can do because like avoiding those mistakes and just putting the ball in the right place is such a big deal. And that's why I always thought, man, just go for transfers, get like an older dude. But we're going to a season now with a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old.
hmm
That's going to be our battle for starting quarterback. I mean, I'm happy the Colorado guy came over, but I don't think he's competing for the job. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I saw some guy post every throw McIntyre made in his career, and it's literally just the ETSU game.
I did see that. Yeah, it's just
And I'm
like
just like,
he and
you can't take one thing away from that besides, hey, that's a quarterback that can throw the ball. That's literally all you can take away. Because he's literally just it's practice
I
throws
saw someone
essentially.
quote it. I saw someone quote it. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I've seen it. We're winning the natty.
Hmm.
It's like,
Yeah.
it was really
Uh,
funny stuff, man.
yeah. All
You
right.
can't take anything away from
All
that
right. I'm
story.
sold. I'm sold.
We're good.
He can throw a football. Oh, cool. National champions. Um, but
Real quick, before we move on, uh, I do want real quick. I do want to say this because I feel like we should give them a shout out. The Lady Vol softball team, the they're insane. Okay, they have outscored just real quick stat because I'm not educated
hurry,
enough.
hurry, hurry, quick, quick.
I'm not educated
Sorry,
enough to
you
talk
told me
about
so
Lady
many
Vol
times
softball.
how quick this is.
But Tennessee, they have outscored their opponents 113 runs to 5. Their
Shit,
opponents
that
have
is.
scored 5 total runs all season. That is insane.
Call me when it's 3.
Oh,
That is
man.
it's crazy impressive. They're the
That's
clearly
crazy.
best team in the country. Be fair, I'm not the biggest lady ball softball. I wish
No, just gotta. I
I
had
just
to give
haven't
him a
been.
shout out.
I just
I had to
haven't
give him a
been.
shout out.
It's nothing against them or nothing. I'm not a big fan of the sport or haven't really followed it that strongly. I will say it's fun. Those games are fun. They're fun to
I
watch.
will.
I just
I
need
will
to
tell
get.
you one
I
thing.
need. I kind of would
You,
like to be into it more.
you need to go to one because
Hmm.
once you witness one, you're like, "Yeah, this is fun." Because it's a totally different environment than a baseball game. I mean, it's way different, way different. It's more like loud and it's you need to witness one if you haven't witnessed one before. That's all I'll say about that. But very impressive, 113 to 5. That's a crazy freaking number. USA wins gold in hockey. Did you watch it?
Yes, I woke up at 9:30 and realized, oh shoot, that's already on.
I am a
Most championship games aren't played at 8 a.m., but
yeah.
most of them aren't in Italy. So,
I felt like I was watching the NFL in across the pond, having to wake up early.
mhm,
But man, you know me, I'm a big hockey guy. Love hockey, always
mhm.
have. Just insane because if you look at the Canadian roster, it's unbelievable the amount of talent they have on that team. It's stupid how good that players on that team is. Like it is just insane how good they are. Because when they're giving we're sitting there giving the silver medals losers to Canada losers, and their stupid pouty faces losers. Uh, they're naming all the players. I'm like, God dang, these rosters are stacked. And then USA beats them. And USA's rosters no slouches either, man. They got some talent. USA's come a long way in hockey because USA has got some freaking dogs on that team. They got some big time names. I'll tell the Connor Hellebuck. He is. I hate the man, but when he's playing for Team USA, I love the man. I hate him when the Preds have to face him because the Preds, he's just a damn good goalie. He's so good. And he's pissed me off when the Preds have played him in the playoffs numerous times, and it's so hard to get past a puck past him to puck in the net. It's
Yeah.
so difficult. Like, but
I-
it's pretty wild stuff that Jake Hughes, Jack Hughes, wins in overtime. That's just freaking crazy. His freaking teeth are hanging out of his mouth. His mouth's all busted up from a hot stick earlier in the game. Just just good
It's
stuff, man.
crazy.
Great stuff. Just insane. The call was great. Everything was great. The USA fans in the crowd going nuts. Dude, it was pretty cool. It was really cool. All right, let's talk the last 20 minutes. Tennessee drops their series against Kent State. Oh my God, we are freaking out. Why?
Well, okay. I don't. I mean, this is on paper. This is the first time Tennessee's lost a series like this in over 5 years. Okay, that is a fact. A lot of people got mad at me when I said that. I don't know why. I said it was the worst series in 5 years, which on paper it is. You've not lost to a group of five school in a weekend series in since 2021. It's just not happened here. At home too. Um, but I will say Kent State was damn good. They really were good. But I mean, but that's not to take away from the fact that we play like crap. We did. There's no beating around the bush. Game one, we just couldn't hit, but we were able to walk it off. Game two, it was worse not hitting. We didn't hit and we did it even worse. Pitching was pretty solid. Pitching was good. Um, but
Until the
we
final
lost
bit.
there. Yeah, and then okay, nothing like game one and two, you're pissed off, but or game two, you're pissed off. But man, game three, that was a different beast, man. That was a wild game. That just in terms of, I mean, it's college baseball in February, so you will get a day
Well,
where just nothing goes right.
that's the thing too. You also played a Kent State team who is a very veteran old team. They're not
Yeah.
young. They got a bunch of old dudes, and we've seen that in sports a lot. I mean, how did Indiana win a national title this year? Their whole team was like freaking 25 years old. Like their average age was like 23. What? There's like some they're veteran, they're old, they've been around a while. But I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Tennessee played like dog doo doo. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you something that like I couldn't even be mad at Kent State. Whoever their analytics guy is, holy crap. They had an answer for every effing thing we did. They would shift, which is I think it's dumb. You can shift 24/7. They would shift every if you're at the game over the weekend and you could watch Kent State's defense out there. Every time a batter would come up, they had an answer for that specific batter. And I know a lot of teams do, but I have never seen, and one of our, I can't remember who said on Twitter, they said, over the last 4 years, they haven't seen a defense that good that Tennessee's played. And I agree. I have not seen a defense that outsmarted our hitters like that.
They
Like
have the
it,
book on us.
man, they had the blueprint, they had the whole damn script. It's like they were inside of our brains. Whoever their
Uh,
analytics guy is, kudos to you, dude,
We
because
had
you
a,
really scoped us out.
I think it was the top of the eighth or bottom of the eighth for us. We had three hard hit balls straight to their gloves, and I was
It's
like, "Give me
crazy.
a break."
They're in
But
the perfect spot every time. It was
yeah,
unreal. It's like,
yeah,
how are you this spot on with this? It's crazy. Like kudos.
you're
I
gonna have
can't
to
even.
find some. I mean, I can criticize us though. You're gonna have to find some small ball answers, like when you're
You got
constantly
to.
find yourself in that position. I mean, did we bunt one time? I don't think we bunted one time this weekend.
Jay Abernathy had a bunt.
Oh, he did. Well, whatever.
Yeah,
I
it was. Yeah,
I feel like I didn't see many bunts, but
Jay Abernathy had a bunt and got him a first.
yeah,
It was a really good bunt,
it
and he
works.
got him
So
a first.
do
And
do it
I
more.
will say one thing. I will say one thing. Jay Abernathy needs to be our leadoff for the rest of the season
Yeah,
because
that
you got to get him on base, and you cannot have anyone in front of him.
yeah,
He's
lead
got to
with
be the first
speed.
one. Yeah, you got to yeah, exactly. Lead with speed.
That's how you
That's who you
set
got
the
to have,
table.
and he's good enough at hitting. You got to have him the rest of the season lead off because
Mm,
he cannot have a player in front of him. Like you can't have that happen. He's too quick. He's too fast. Like
hmm
you said, lead with speed. That I think that was a really good rotation right there. But man, we got to find the bats. It's not the end of the world. People like good God Almighty. Like, have you ever watched baseball in your entire life? Like any of you?
Oh well,
Like
I'm
it's
not saying.
insanity.
I think the feeling because I don't know why I was pissed off.
Well, I was pissed too. I was pissed. I was
But
screaming.
I mean it's concerning and it's you haven't lost a series like this in 5 years, so it's very. I think that's the feeling I'm having that like I on paper like I know we'll play better down the stretch. I think the reason it's just like so upsetting was just like we don't do this usually. It's really out of our norm to have a weekend like this. But I do think you can just write it off and
I
leave
do.
it in the past if you can just get better from this, play better. They did ask Elander, he said, "Did you ever see anything like this in the preseason?" He said, "No. We're hoping this is just a one-off."
Yeah.
Um, and I'm
It was
hoping it
just
is.
they haven't played that bad.
I
They haven't.
know Reese Chapman was out sick for the Saturday game. I don't know if that's more on the team. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse. But it's
I heard there was some sickness going around. That's all I heard. So
yeah, and
uh,
man, you got why the hell can't we hit the freaking we can't throw to the catcher? I feel like we hit six batters on Friday. We had a the wild pitch we had today. Oh my God,
that was the
with the bases
ugliest
loaded.
thing I've ever seen.
And we I think we hit a batter like a minute ago before that too.
We hit him the like two pitches before that or something like that. Something stupid. And he throws it right in the dirt. It's like, dude, what the hell is going on? Like, what are we doing?
And then
Like
then they get contact and it goes to someone. I think it went to Reese Chapman's glove and he drops it. It's
yeah.
like, oh, Lord, It's
I
like,
think
this is-
it
that's
did
what it was like.
as soon
Avalanche
as that
feeling.
happened, like because I think you're a little bit behind me every time we watch a game. Uh, but I saw it hit Reese Chapman's glove, it drops it, and then like 35, 40 seconds later, I just get a text from you that says "fuck." that's that's the only thing. That's the only thing you say, and it like I don't know. I just think they had a bad series. They haven't done this all season. I know the competition. Kent State's a little bit better than what we've been playing, which shows that they're a very good baseball team. They're picked to win their damn conference, so that's a pretty
I
good
They
thing.
were
But
good, but you got tough teams coming up, man.
you got it. I know, but that's what I'm saying though. It's just like when it's early in the season. You're going to get these teams that are veteran that are going to beat these teams like this that are new coach, new lineup. Like their lineup probably hasn't changed much. It's probably the same. Like it hasn't changed probably hardly at all. It's early. You're going to get this shit. Like calm the fuck down. Like
I I think there's like two thoughts here. It's like, yeah, you got to see more baseball. Yeah, you got to see more baseball to say anything. I will say I just didn't. I don't know. You kind of there was moments where we got momentum, and I thought it would carry over, and it just didn't. And the body language bothered me. That's one thing I didn't like. There were moments I just didn't like the body language. But I'm not writing anything off. I'm not saying this is this team. It's just there was moments I didn't like. Blaine Brown, man, he had 9 hits the first 4 games. He went 0 for 10 in these 3 games.
Mhm.
That's
That's
He's fine.
baseball.
I kind of like that he ended it with a hard hit though, the hard hit out in the 8th, which, I mean, whatever. But it is baseball. It is baseball. It is baseball.
Mental.
I guess that's the one thing. It's just like usually you can somehow manufacture more than this. Like you can deal with, okay, Blaine Brown's gonna hit like crap. Okay, okay, we can get runs here, 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 and it's just like I don't know. The batting with runners in scoring position was just so bad, and um. I
The
kind of thought
approach is
Myatt.
the, the
I kind of
approach
thought
was
Myatt
bad.
would be. He had the walk off, and I thought did he get a hit either of the next games? I don't even know.
I can't even remember if he got hit or not. But just in this series alone, just the approaches of the plate were just bad. It was just really bad.
I'm not okay. I'm in the weird in between. I'm like, yes, this can be nothing, but it's okay if you're upset about it because
No,
you
it's
know.
fine. People don't like
Um,
losing. People don't like losing.
and let's not beat around the bush. People are reacting a little differently probably than if Fatella was still here. Um, but I don't think you can really write that off and like say it's an Elander thing. It's I think
Mm-hmm.
you just need to get back on track. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Charlie Ellswick chimes in. What's up, Blake? What's up, Charlie? Collectibles and More. Charlie from Collectibles and More. Great store. Awesome people. Love them. Great people. Great people. Well, what's up, Charlie? How you doing? Anyways, yeah, I don't think it's fine. It's like
It'll probably be fine.
it's fine. It's like it's and it goes back to what you said before you got on this podcast. It's because Tony Vitello left. And I'm going to bring up one thing right here as we're talking. And people can say like, "Oh my god, we lost a series." Okay, oh my god, we lost a series to a MAC team. But let's go date back to last season. We have lost. We ended the season with 5 lost series. We lost 5 series at the end of the season. And we've lost 1 series this year and 1 2. So we've what? What does that account of? We've lost 7 series out of 9. My
Yeah, I
math
thought you
correct?
were gonna make me feel. I thought you were gonna make me feel better about things.
No,
That
but I'm
doesn't
just
necessarily
no,
make me feel
but I'm
better.
just saying.
Hey, man, it's okay. We were losing last year too,
No, but
so
no,
we're losing now too.
but
Same, right?
what I'm saying, what I'm saying is you can't just sit here and be like, "Oh, this
We're
is
just still
terrible."
losing.
Like it's you act like it's just like God, it's just chill out. My goodness, it's fine.
I know. I
Just
think.
chill
Well,
out.
it's just weird. It felt so weird. The whole weekend felt weird. Like I felt like we looked nothing like the team we were playing like last week, and I hope that's the case because I feel so confident after last week. I thought, man, I know it was Nichols, and it was definitely Nichols, but we just, I don't know, our approach to the plate, our whole energy, just like a lot of the things just felt different than they felt weird this week. I hope that's the sickness thing. I hope that's like kind of playing a factor,
Yeah,
and I do think we were playing a team that was like not making mistakes, and we were just kind of used to mistakes happening. You know, that's
I
just
just
kind of when you win a
here's
lot of games like this.
I just think that we got a team that's very good, that's very veteran, that's been together, playing good ball early, and that's going to happen. That happens every year in baseball. These good teams that recruit well, get good players. You have to you have to
Yeah, I
gel.
mean,
Like
it's a lot like
I
that
know,
Evansville team we played.
yes, and you hate to hear like, oh, you're going to have time to gel, but it's true. Like you just can't come out of the gates just swinging like damn Mike Tyson. Like that's not how it is. It's not how it is. And then you have Tony Vitello leaving, which this all stems from that. You lose 1 series and the whole place wants to burn to the ground. Like, good lord, people. Like enough's
Yes.
enough. Like just chill out. It's Our fan
Listen,
base, like I don't know.
all together, my opinion on this is just you really can't give a good comment on any of this until maybe
No, you
3 or
won't
4
know.
weeks.
Yeah, you won't know if this is the same things are happening in a month. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But everyone over the last couple weeks, eh, every one of our fans is like, man, this team hasn't skipped a beat. They're just as good. Yada yada yada. And we lose one series, we're like, oh, we're fucked. Like, just stop. Like, you're losing your minds, man. When did this our fan base start acting like this? Like, when did this start to occur? Like this has been the past couple years where our fan base has absolutely lost their damn minds. Like
I mean,
I don't know. Like what is why? Like
I
you
don't.
act like we suck at everything. You act like we suck. Like we have nothing to look forward to. We got a basketball team that's playing some pretty damn good basketball. You got a new defensive staff, which y'all are clamoring for to happen, and it happens. We fire the old defensive coaching staff. We bring a brand new one in, and you're still fucking mad. Like
I
what?
think it all just goes back to losing Vitello. I think that kind of just. I think that uh brought up some insecurities and just some worry, and I think that it's from that. And there were people already upset, and that kind of busted them out. And I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them at all. But
So
and the football stuff gets me annoyed because I'm just like,
it's so
what do you
annoying.
want? And
Like what do you want?
I do get some frustration over just like it seems like we're always close but not getting there, you know? It
But
seems
you
like
have
we're
to like,
always
and
that right
I'm as
there. Like
negative as I'm as
basketball and
yes.
football, at least where I'm at with them, it's just like I want to be here and we're here. And I don't know if we can get here. I'm
Here's the
wanting
thing.
to be here so
Here's
bad.
the thing. I am the most critical person on this planet, but it gets to a point of exhaustion. It gets to a point of like you just said, we're here and you want to get here. You got to get there before you get there
And
first.
then you're there and then you take a step back and
I get it. I get it. But let's take Georgia for example. With Mark Rick, you got to get there before you get there. And when Rick Barnes leaves or when Heupel leaves, guess what's going to happen? This is a very attractive. These are attractive jobs. No one wanted to touch this football program as a head coach 7 years ago. They said, "Hell no, I ain't touching that. I ain't going. Screw that." But guess what happens? If one day that Heupel ends up moving on, coaches will be like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm taking that job."
Mhm.
Yeah, like so, and I get it. People get mad, but gosh darn it, people, this shit's exhausting.
Well, a lot
And
of it's like getting toxic. It's weird.
and it's a small majority too. It's a small majority of people,
Yeah.
a small majority or tiny majority of our fan base. And then of course we lose this series and like, oh, all y'all wanted Nylander. Shut the hell up. So did
Yeah,
you. That is so annoying.
okay. Anyone that says, "Oh, this is why we shouldn't have hired," there,
Shut up.
there was never a world where Elander wasn't getting this job, and
No.
it would have been like there was never another choice to make. You you had the one of the best programs built. You needed to hand it off to a guy that's been putting in the work here. It's and that can maintain everything. That was the only choice. And Lord, okay, I was upset about the series, and I am still not happy about it. But if you're saying like, oh, this is what Elander is after just one series lost that we almost won, um,
You're an idiot.
yeah, that's a way exaggeration. You got to at least get like I will not. It's the worst weekend we've had in 5 years. It is on paper, but Lord, we'll probably be okay. I
Who
think we'll
was
be
our coach?
okay.
Who was our coach when that worst weekend in the last 5 years
It
happened?
was
The
Vitello,
last,
but
okay.
that was a while ago. That's the only difference.
Okay.
But then again, we made Omaha with that team, so
Like, it's crazy, man. Like just
I
chill.
I mean, and I'll be honest, UCLA is still number one in the country. They lost to UC San Diego or UC Davis. I can't remember which one it was at home in a weekend series. It does happen. Um,
It's crazy,
it
man.
just it didn't happen for us. That's actually the only weird thing about it is like Tony didn't have a weekend like this. He could have easily, and it wouldn't have really changed shit. Like Tony could have had this exact same weekend 2 years ago, a year ago, and it really wouldn't have done a damn thing to the season. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. It doesn't matter unless it continues. Like if you
Exactly.
turn it around, start playing great ball, and you just don't play like this, other than like once in a blue moon, you'll be okay.
What did you say about basketball and relates to baseball?
Oh yeah, I said this. In a way, we could have something like we have with this basketball team because what do we do early in the year? We were losing to Syracuse, Illinois. Well, Illinois is good, but um,
And
Kansas
what
when we shouldn't have.
and what was all of social media saying? This
This
team is
is a
complete ass. This
this
team
is a
sucks.
down year. I'm
Down
gonna be honest.
year.
Especially when the Arkansas game and the getting beat to hell by Florida, you did feel it. You did feel like Zakai ain't here, Chaz Lanier ain't here, Meshack ain't here, and it didn't feel good. Like I could tell you this team will make the tournament, but I was thinking like 8, 9 seed. Now I'm like 5 is the floor, and we only lost one game in a month, so um, month plus. Um, so yeah, you could have a deal like that, and that's we had that kind of with the 2023 baseball team. But and I really think you got to give credit to Kent State though. They were good. Um,
They knew what we were doing the entire time. Like they
yeah,
didn't like I said, it's a team that's been together. They have players that have played together for they're all old. There's it's just it's baseball. And it's one of those
yeah,
things when a good team like that, a veteran team comes in, they can beat you. Like and it happens all the freaking time. It
yeah,
happens all the time. All the time. It just
yeah.
happened to us. It just happened to us. And
You
when it
just
happens to
hope
us, everyone flips out.
hell if you go to Arlington next week and beat number one UCLA, it's all fine. We're all good. I mean, be better.
No one's
I
gonna
hell
care.
go win that tournament. Go win that tournament. Let's just
Yeah.
get this bad juju right out of us. I will say that not to end it on a sour note, but if you do play like this, like down there, and then go to lose to Wright State, that I'll we'll have a conversation then. That is when I'd say let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
But hopefully that we
It's
don't
too
have to
early.
do that and we just go kick some ass.
It's too early. This team is too talented. They have some pieces that have been there for a couple years on this
Too big to
roster.
fail.
I just don't see this team being bad. So that's
No,
just my opinion. And I think people are freaking crazy. Our fan base has gotten to a point where it's just utterly exhausting.
it may just seem that way if you look at it through the prism of social media. I think a lot of us are
It's social media.
realistic.
The
Yeah.
majority of people outside of here or outside of social media aren't that stupid. Like they're just not.
No. And I'm not saying there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to be concerned about, but it's exaggerated.
Oh, 100%.
There's a point where you got to talk about it, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, no, not even close. Not even close. But anyway, my dude, good podcast. Good show. We will do it again next week. Thanks for tuning in. For everyone that can tune in. I don't know what the deal with StreamYard is. They're about to lose my business. So um we'll try to fix that. We'll try to fix the sharing options on like StreamYard's completely screwing us in the pooch right now. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Good night. Go Vols and God bless.